Hey everyone, I'm coming at you from NTP Backstage in Waterford, Michigan. 2397 Elizabeth Road in case you want to stop by in the area. Today I will be talking about Ultimates, the new Ultimates comics, first issue from Marvel Comics. Yeah, okay. So, in case you don't know what the Ultimates are, back in I guess about 2000 something, Marvel started a new universe. It was supposed to be more of a jump on point for people, I guess. That's the original idea. Fresh new take of retelling of their characters. And Ultimates are the Avengers. They're pretty much the Avengers. I don't know why they didn't call them the Avengers in the new universe, but that universe. But yeah. So, yeah, that's what they're the Avengers. And recently, or at least, yeah, so it's pretty much like the Avengers you would see in the movie, Captain America, Hulk, and all that. Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. So recently, Marvel has merged their universes together to make a new universe. And so, what do you do with the Avengers? That's not quite the Avengers, but they are the Avengers, but they're the Avengers pretty much that you made, since that's the version that you used for the movies, the normal Avengers. What do you do with the name of the comic book? Do you just cancel it? Or since, hey, you're trying to make as much money as you can, and the Ultimates does have a name, at least among comic book fans, you start off with a new team. And that's what they did. Still connected to the Avengers because it's written by Al Ewing, and this team is made of people who, from a few, but two from the team, Blue Marvel and Monica Rambeau, now known as Spectrum. Used to be Captain Marvel back in the day when I was a kid. And it also has some other Avengers. The new, speaking of Captain Marvel, the current Captain Marvel is also on the team. And Black Panther and Miss America. And so, yeah, so that's the team. Let's get into, the book is, it's his first issue, so it's really more of a setup. You can't really get a good feel. But I guess with this, the best thing to say is, does it make you feel like you want to read the next issue? And for me, it did. It whet my appetite. It was, I think that was 100% what I was expecting. I thought it was more of a continuity of Mighty Avenger, and I figured since it was by Al Ewing, I thought it had the same feel. But Mighty Avenger was more comedic a little bit. This doesn't have that feel, at least not the first issue. But as it's just set up, so maybe, who knows if his humor will pop up again. So getting into the story, I guess, it's pretty much, we start off, the team is separated in different spots. We have Blue Marvel and Captain Marvel. Wow, Marvel, you're really branding yourself with Marvel right now. Our space, where he's Blue Marvel was talking about the neutronium is an element in the comic book series, is acting odd now, and I guess with the new reality, it's actually can be in reality, which before it wasn't. And Black Panther is pretty much talking to the UN, where he pretty much tells us what the team is. They're the ultimate team, I guess, to deal with ultimate problems, everything like that. Monica Rambeau and Miss America are in another planet, and they have to deal with some aliens, stuff like that. Yeah, I think what I find interesting, a couple things I think interesting about this team. For a long time, we've been used to having a mostly white team with a token black person, where this team is completely the opposite. It's a mostly minority team with a token white person instead of, it's interesting. It's like 3 black people, 1 Latina, and a white person. And maybe an alien. I don't know. I mean, we don't know. Galactus is on the cover. He does make it a last appearance, but is he a team member, or are they going to fight him? The way it was set up at the last, we don't know. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. If so, sorry about that. My bad. Yeah. And that's one thing I find interesting about that team. But you know what? I guess it's about time. I mean, a little diversity. Sometimes you will have that. Sometimes you have a team that's mostly white. Sometimes you might have a team that's mostly black or Asian or Latino. When we really get into diversity in comics, stuff like that, or media, we should get used to having teams that are not all white. I'm not sure if there's any uproar against that, since sometimes that seems to happen against the nerd community when you have a lot of minorities or a minority lead, but I don't know. So another thing I think interesting, with the Black Panther team, Wakanda in Marvel Universe is usually, it's supposed to be one of the most highly technically advanced countries in the world in the Marvel Universe. But it's interesting. That's not really always made a point that's always made in comics. And I think one of the cool things about this is that we get to see that, hey, they are a technically advanced country, and that's why they're part of this team that deals with like the world problems, not even the world problems, galactic problems. That's pretty much what the Ultimates are. So that's interesting, I think. Yeah. So I guess what I would say was that this comic book has whet my appetite. I would like to see more, even though, as I said, first issue kind of just setting things up. But I think it did a job of. I'm kind of curious of what's going to go on. So I think if you want to know if you should check it out, I think you should check it out. The first issue. Yeah, check it out. I would say maybe if you want to wait and second issue comes out and you double up and see how that all goes, that might be also a good idea. But yeah, pick it up. All right, then that's my review. Bye. See ya. Oh, and please like and share this post or any of my videos. Thank you.